Hey, what's up, everybody? Raj actually hanging out on a Saturday, trying to get my camera situated here, and have a beer and have a cigar, see what everybody is up to. Was planning to head down to Oktoberfest. Not sure if I'm going to actually make it down there or not. I got to do some other stuff before I head up to Columbus tomorrow. And I'm actually going to hit one of their brew houses, so I'll probably do a live video from there as well. But decided to grab a big old beer because I'm down at Buffalo Bob's, and this is like what they give you. Like, this is the 25 ounce Terrapin Jazz Cabbage, which is a hemp IPA. And then decided to pick up a cigar on the way over. Went to the cigar shop. Went to one place they didn't sell cigars anymore. I was surprised. How do you not sell cigars? It was actually Kroger, but apparently they don't sell them there at their liquor store anymore. So I went to one of the local spots who had done some renovating. Wasn't sure if they had cigars or not. Went in, found out they do have cigars, and ended up picking up this baby. First time I've had this one. This is actually a Maker's Mark bourbon cigar. So handmade, Dominican Republic on the other side here, 650, and seasoned with Maker's Mark. And this little baby, I think it was like $8.99. Bourbon season celebrating 20 years. So first time I've ever had a bourbon cigar. So I'm gonna light this baby up here, enjoy a little beer, and we'll see what's going on in your guys' world. Welcome Gilbert, welcome Earth. Yeah, Cubans, if you can get them, get them. When I was down in Jamaica earlier this year, I did have a few Cubans when I was there, and didn't get any when I was in Dominican Republic when we went, but definitely had a nice run there. I didn't get any when we went to Cancun either, but made sure to get them when I was in Jamaica. And they are a nice smooth cigar, nice smooth beer. Terrapin, even though it's one of the I believe AB and Bev owned breweries now, or they have a big stake in it, Terrapin still makes some decent beers here and there, and this one actually is not that bad. So yeah, Dominican ones are nice also. I do enjoy the Dominican cigars. And now I got to get this wax wrapper off the cigar here. It's really a great day here. We're finally, well, it's still a little warm. We're actually sitting at mid 80s, mid to upper 80s for temperature Fahrenheit. Yeah, you can get Cubans there because you're in Canada, Gilbert. Nobody likes a braggart. And supposed to get near 90, I guess. They got Oktoberfest, like I said, downtown. So people are down there telling people to also watch the heat and everything. So if I end up making it over there, it'll be later in the day. But honestly, I've got so many other things at the house. And some of the beers that I was going to try over there, I've tried anyway. So outside of maybe getting some pins for my hat, didn't really see maybe the need to really go over there as much. But smells decent. You do get a little bourbon tinge on there as well in the aroma, which is nice. That's one thing. I don't really do a lot of cigar reviews, but I only have cigars once in a while. So, but I do enjoy them when I have them. Our buddy Eric, who came down, Eric and Lion, when we did the brewery hop in last Saturday, he was able to pick up a couple of cigars over at Party Source. He had one yesterday, was really good. He'll probably the other one tomorrow. So nice that he was able to find some nice cigars while he was down. Oh, and this is my Lagunitas lighter that I use as well. It even has the bottle opener on it, so that's kind of cool. There you go. My father's cigars use Cuban seeds. Oops, let me go back. Sourced in the early 1900s. Oh, that's pretty cool. Having some of the older formula like that. It's got a good mouth presence with this one. I feel like this is definitely one that's going to burn for a while, so may need a couple other beers. But so yeah, so I come here to Buffalo Bob's, great little location here in northern Kentucky. They give you something like this, like a 25 ounce IPA, and it's like, I don't know, 4 something or whatever. And you're like, yeah, It's kind of a big mug for not, but you know what? I'm not one to complain. I'm not even if they put it in a frosted glass. I'm not going to complain about it. I mean, it's 25 ounces at a good deal. Sometimes you just have to walk away. So what's everybody else getting into out there? Gilbert, you got anything going on? Flat Earth, you got anything going on? What's happening? This is actually the first time I've used the YouTube Live app in a long time as well. I usually would use the mob cam, but the last 2 times with mob cam has kind of disappointed me where I've lost some of the signal. So don't know if something's going on. It is growing in popularity, so maybe it's getting too much for their servers or what, but this one seems to work well. Let me see here. No, I'm having a great little cigar and a Bloody Mary. Hey, nothing wrong with that, my friend. Get that Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary is something I never got into to maybe later in life a little bit. It's not one of my preferred spirit drinks, but I do have it once in a while. With a good brunch and a good Bloody Mary, it could definitely be nice. It's crazy how they get on some of the Bloody Marys. I've seen some of them with like these massive size olives and shrimp and stuff, and I've seen some that have different other stuff like bacon and different meats in there, so it's interesting. But I was never a huge tomato juice person. I just did that review on the Evil Twin Mojito beer, and I was talking about that one. Mojitos are one of the ones I actually prefer to drink. And yeah, celery as well, you're right, yeah, so celery in there too. And Evil Twin shouldn't even call that beer, because I mean it tastes just pretty much dead on a mojito, which is interesting in itself. But like I was asked about, you know, that or any double IPA that came out of that, or the feel, like you don't really feel it being a beer. So if you're a double IPA fan, I think a lot of people wouldn't enjoy that as much, which is why I think that when you look at the score on Untappd, it's got like a, I think 3.5 rating or something, because people were expecting to taste like a beer that doesn't. But for me that likes mojitos, it was right up the alley for me. That's why I gave it such a higher score. Hey Eric, what is up, brother? Just here enjoying a Maker's Mark cigar and a glass of the Terrapin Jazz Cabbage. Jazz hands, what? So the Jazz Cabbage is the new, I guess newer. I haven't seen it before, but they had it here on tap. The hemp IPA from Terrapin out of Georgia, out of the ATL, the Dirty South. I think they're out of Atlanta. I know they're in Georgia. We're pretty close to Atlanta if they're not in Atlanta. What are you drinking today, Eric? Anything yet? You got anything you're putting down right now? Oh, this weather is kind of nice out here right now. So not too hot, not too cold. Right in that middle kind of area. Good thing is the humidity is not too high, so that makes it bearable. Let me hit this here. Kona Brew coffee for now. Oh, a little coffee in the morning. How is the Kona coffee line? Do you dig that one? What do you think of it? I haven't had the Kona Brew coffee. We got a Maker's Mark, I think, coffee as well, and some other ones that are being done. It's funny, we have craft barbecue sauce here now, like craft breweries that are, or barbecue companies that are using craft beer in their barbecue sauce. So you'll see that on stuff. Which I never thought of that be something they would make, but just craft beer just going everywhere. It's kind of funny. I'm the only one out here on the deck right now. It's always funny when people are sitting around because they're watching, like figuring out what you're trying to do when you're talking on video. Love Kicking Home Coffee. I don't think we have that one here, Gilbert. I've never seen that brand around before. Try to turn it this way, trying to get more of the light in. I actually put up the umbrella part just so the sun wasn't beaming right down on me, but hopefully it's coming through okay on the visual here. So inside they're watching right now the Michigan-Wisconsin game, which I'm sure Eric, a Lions fan, is watching. That could be a tough one for them today. If they play like they played the last 2 weeks or start out the season here, Wisconsin's able to get up on those boys. We actually played WVU at 4:30 against Kansas in a game that we actually have to have. We have to win that one if we have any chance down the line for going to a bowl this year. But it'll be interesting because Les Miles is back with that team. Amazon in the States, usually Canadian brand. Okay, so maybe I'll check out Amazon and see what it has to offer there. Actually, my wife may check it out because she loves Amazon. It's like before we left today, there was another Amazon box at the house. We should have Amazon stock. That's how much we order Amazon, it seems. Which in itself is kind of weird too when you think about growing up, and at least for me, in the age of where we used to go to malls to buy stuff and hang out and all kind of things. Everybody just does it from the house now, and it just gets delivered. Like there's no social aspect of it as much. You buy it when you need it, and that's about it. But you used to go to the mall, you used to hang out, you go to the arcade. If you were in high school, you were a boy, you meet girls, the girls, you meet boys. It was more of a thing with it along those lines, but not anymore. People don't even know their neighbors nowadays. Some nice carbonation in there, some bubble rising to the top. Didn't really lace the glass too much, but it is a decent brew. You know, it's supposed to be a hemp ale. I don't get the hemp in this one as much as I do in other ones like the Hemperor and some of the other hemp beers I've had in the past. Hemp is very subdued in this beer. Not getting much off the aroma either, so for it to be like a hemp IPA, I think it is a little bit lacking in that category. This cigar is a really easy smoking one as well. So anybody else out there, do you guys dig cigars? Anybody else like to puff away once in a while? Oh, cigars. Just on cigars. You know, a few you mentioned the Cuban and Dominican and any other ones that you get maybe domestically that you actually like or any type of style. Maybe start doing a little bit of cigar reviews on here, although I just don't know enough about it. I have to get J.O. on here from the Party Source Reviews to do some cigar videos with me. Cheers to you, Flat Earth. Cheers, brother. So how hot is it out there where you're at today, Flat Earth? I know you guys got some heat probably going to take place out west. So who else has their college team playing today? Anybody you guys are rooting for or waiting for a big game to watch at all? Let me step outside, be right back. All right. I feel like you're going to go right back and be like, it's hot. It's just hot. That's all it is. It's hot. And thanks for all you guys actually hanging in here and joining the channel today in the little chat. I just felt like throwing something up here and see what everybody was into. As always, if you hit that thumbs up, it's always appreciated just because the YouTube algorithm likes that. But no pressure, no pressure. And then make sure you guys are checking out other channels too from the people in the chat. You can check out Eric for more beer stuff. You can check out Flat Earth for some of the stuff he's actually doing on his channel as well. So make sure you guys are definitely connecting there. And if you guys feel you want to mention something about your channel in the comments, go ahead and do that as well. It's fairly cool, maybe 82 and low humidity, but overcast. All right. Well, that's actually not too bad then where you're at. So, of course, right now, you're what, 9 something? Because I think it's still like 12 something here. So it's still early. So that'll heat up during the course of the day, I'm sure. Thomas Metal 75, yeah. So Eric, that's Eric's channel, Thomas Metal 75. And remember, if you want to check out someone's channel, you can hit the three dots next to their name, and they'll take you to their channel. Gilbert said, I do cigars. Connecticut Shade tobacco cigars are underrated. Okay. I'll have to check those out. So I didn't make a list of cigars, all this stuff done. I thought you were good to go. You guys need to work on your phones here so they don't overheat. What's up with that? That's what I'm saying. But now I'm back, still smoking a cigar. If you guys are still hanging out here with me, but had to wait for it to cool down enough that it would come back up here. But what I was saying to Gilbert, I need to get with you, maybe get a list of good whiskeys to actually try and do some different things. I want to get the spirits up, maybe start doing some spirit stuff on the channel, but I just don't feel like I have all of that spirit knowledge there yet. Even though I used to bartend, I never really did it to like review stuff. I just made drinks and enjoyed drinks at that time. This cigar is really good though, but it is burning down quicker than I thought it would. But it is smooth. It says the bourbon cigar, 38 degree, 12 degree north, 84 degree, 14 degree west. So that's the latitude, longitude, and bourbon. Interesting. So what else? All else is happening out there, people? Anything? I'm trying to think of anything that happened in the beer world recently. I did see, for those of you that are used to maybe like the beers out of Michigan, I think it's Arcadia Ales. They are actually closing their brewery, so they're closing that brewery down, and it's going to become like some bar restaurant type situation. So I don't know if they're going to try to do anything there to make beers themselves, just locally or whatever. But Arcadia, which I actually did enjoy out of Michigan, is not going to be a brewery anymore for the most part. We had Dark Horse. Dark Horse actually apparently not paying their bills, that they ran into some situations. So that'll be interesting to keep an eye on. Let me see here in the comment. That's incredible. What's up? Says, hey bro, just saying hello. I'm hungover. Like the no beer look. Thanks, brother. So you think beard or no beard? I'm kind of debating. I'm kind of missing my beard right now. And Dolly and Beanie, Dolly said she actually liked the clean shave look as well. I'm debating. I want to get it back, but people seem to like it either way. So I should do a poll, beard or no beard. I might put that on the community tab if I should grow it back out and stuff. So it feels kind of weird not having it. I got a little bit of the shadow coming in now, so that's kind of nice. And Dad, loved your broadcast. I had to jump off earlier last night, but yeah, I can see why you're hungover. You were having a great time on your channel last night. Thomas McCarthy says no beer, so he's already chiming in. Look at that, yeah. And if you guys haven't subscribed to Dad's channel or checked him out, check out his channel too. Hit those three dots next to his name. He does some pretty cool stuff on his channel. Some good cooking, talks about some beer, has some great live streams as well. So make sure you show him some love too. Yeah, at one point, the wife didn't like the beard, but then she did like it. So when I shaved it off, she was kind of surprised by it because she was like, what happened to the beard? So I don't know if I'll grow it back or not, but shutting down because of the temperature. I'm going to go inside, catch some of the games here. But I think what I'm going to do tonight is actually do a hangout live stream. So if anybody wants to join tonight, I'm looking at probably 10 Eastern. If you guys want to join for the hangout, just let me know. I'm going to put it out there later today when I get back to the house, and then do a hangout and maybe kick it with you guys if you want to drink some beers later. Let me go ahead and shut it down now before it cuts off on me again. Thanks, Apple. Thanks a lot. I can't say Steve Jobs because Steve Jobs is not here anymore, but I don't know who's doing Apple now, but you need to get your shit together. That all being said, I look forward to catching you guys later. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, like what you saw. Remember to hit that thumbs up, and if you're around tonight, 10 Eastern, join for the live stream. Let me see here. Eric said, are you a mob chat? No, I'm actually doing YouTube directly, but the issue is the iPhone keeps overheating because of the temperature of me out here. It's causing it to be hotter than it should be, I guess. So the iPhone itself is cutting down. But if you guys are around later, feel free to catch up with me then. And then let's talk some more beer. Cheers, guys. Keep drinking those good craft beers. Talk to you soon. All right. Bye-bye. Actually, I don't know how to turn this damn thing off right now. How's that all work? There's no button. There we go.